Westminster Shorter Catechism, Question and Answer 7. Septima Quaestio. Quid sunt decreta Dei? Responsio. Decreta Dei sunt aeternum eius propositum, secundum voluntatis suae concilium, quo, quicquid evenit, propter suam ipsius gloriam praeordinavit. Question 7 begins with the interrogative quid. What are the decrees of God? Quid is neuter, singular, and nominative, and decreta is neuter, plural, and nominative. It is the predicate of quid, and Dei, masculine, singular, and genitive, genitive of possession. It's significant that the question is quid instead of quae. Quae would be an interrogative adjective, whereas quid is an interrogative pronoun. The question is not which are the decrees of God, but what are the decrees? What sort of a thing is it, or are they? The answer then begins with decreta, tying the answer to the question. The decrees of God, decreta Dei, sunt, are, and so here is our subject, decreta. The predicate is aeternum propositum. The decrees of God are his, eius, there's the masculine, singular, genitive pronoun, whose antecedent is Dei, and aeternum propositum is the predicate of decreta, his eternal purpose. This eternal purpose then has a prepositional phrase, according to the concilium. Secundum is a preposition which takes the accusative. That's why concilium is in the neuter, singular, and accusative. So according to the counsel, or the wisdom, the plan, voluntatis suae, of his own will, voluntatis suae, feminine, singular, and genitive. The prepositional phrase, secundum voluntatis suae concilium, is followed by a relative pronoun. I take the antecedent of quo to be concilium, neuter singular, but it could conceivably be propositum. So, the plan by which, and quo is neuter, singular, and ablative, and then this relative clause itself contains a relative clause, quicquid evenit. And this relative clause, quicquid evenit, has quicquid as a neuter, singular, nominative subject. It's a generalizing relative, so it's related to qui, quae, quod, but when doubled like this, it's generalizing and thus means whatsoever. And evenit is a present indicative from the verb evenio in venire, fourth conjugation, which means to eventuate or turn out. So this expression, quicquid evenit, is the object of praeordinavit. Praeordinavit is a third singular perfect indicative active verb, praeordinare, which means to place in order beforehand. Ordino, ordinara is the first conjugation verb with the prefix prae, so to place in order, but to place in order beforehand, to foreordain, by which, by that counsel, he has foreordained whatsoever happens, quicquid evenit, and he does this propter suam ipsium gloriam, on account of or according to the glory, his own glory, of himself. Suam ipsius, together like this, is quite emphatic. Some would even say redundant, though not in this context. Suam modifies gloriam as a reflexive adjective, and they are both feminine, singular, and accusative as the object of the preposition propter. And then ipsius here in the masculine, singular, and genitive with reference to God. So according to God's own glory, that of himself, quite emphatically put. And a drawing of the Westminster Abbey in 1647 from the original etching by Haller, executed in the year in which the Shorter Catechism was prepared by the Westminster Assembly, as it says.